That's not. Make sure you like,
I ain't arguing
share,
with nobody.
comment, subscribe.
I'm so far away from the dark days, and sometimes I be stuck in my way, standing in my way, but I'm getting paid.
Will be mine. Yeah, laying on my own. I promise
Nope,
I won't let
can't do it. What up, Cartel? It's your boy D-Mo, and I'm back with another bang. You feel me? Before we start, make sure you hit the like button, follow me, subscribe, you know what I mean? And, you know, drop comments. Let me know what you think. Mess with me. So I'm going to react to T Grizzley. They say he's snitching. And if you know, I did a video reacting on him saying Jeezy was snitching. And he was going off Blue Da Vinci. So I'm hoping he can rebuttal and actually come correct this time, because the last time he had no evidence, no paperwork, no nothing. It was just strictly allegations. I guess it was a YouTube clickbait. You know what I mean? If you want to look at the video, it'll be right here. Yeah, so we're going to see what he's talking about. Make sure, like he said, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get to it. T Grizzley just got exposed for snitching on some LA Crips. Let's hear it.
LA Crips. A couple years ago, T Grizzley's house was burglarized, right? They took $1 million in jewelry and they took some cash as well. So the news were right. Rapper T Grizzley not only mourning his friend PNB Rock, he also got drama at home after burglars made off with $1 million in bills and bling. Now, this was also like a very sensitive time because at the time, PNB Rock had just passed away. So a lot of celebrities and rappers were on edge. So when this happened to T Grizzley, he didn't know, was this just they just coming to take some things, or was I backdoored? Am I in danger? Or people trying to hurt me? So T Grizzley took this very seriously.
Now I can understand that. See, that's what I'm saying. So see, I can go with this because now he's pulling up facts. He's pulling up stuff and giving an honest opinion on it. I can go for that. You know what I mean? You can't go for, like on the last video, which can't go for somebody just saying something and not having paperwork. See, this is paperwork, but it's not full paperwork, but just leading into the video. I'll give him that. 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 That was a. Let's keep it going.
Seriously, very, very seriously. So it goes, law enforcement official tells TMZ, burglars smashed a window at T's house about 2 weeks ago in his Porter Ranch neighborhood outside Los Angeles. We're told the jewelry alone they found was worth more than $1 million, and they also walked away with a ton of cash. According to the police report, no one was home at the time of the break-in, and there's an open investigation. But I do know for a fact, 100% fact, when this happened, T Grizzley wasn't playing around. T Grizzley was not playing around. He was taken to the streets. But some say he also took it to the police, which we will review shortly. But what I do know, when this happened, T Grizzley put the bag in the streets. He put a bag on the head of anybody involved in burglarizing him. And when the streets began to talk, the streets began to point his hand at a guy called.
And that's listen. And T Grizzley, he's a street dude, bruh. T Grizzley, you know you can't do that. You can't. You can't. I can already tell, and I haven't even watched this yet, judging by just that little statement right there, that T Grizzley said he's gonna do da. T Grizzley, you ever played telephone chat? Y'all know y'all play telephone. So that's exactly what's gonna happen right here. They finna go. It's gonna go from T Grizzley got a bag on his head to T Grizzley got a bag on this person's head to T Grizzley got a bag on this person's head and the family head. You know how telephone go. That's how telephone go. You know what I'm saying? That's why you keep your business on the low, because this could get you messed up. You know what I mean? If you're going to leave it in the streets, you got to leave it in the streets. But you got to take it to trusted individuals. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that it's right, because it's not right. But if you're going to handle it like that, then it should never be televised. You got to be able to, come on, everybody know that. You got to move right, gang. You got to move right. You an OG, you supposed to know that. You know what's going to happen. Everybody want to go viral now. So when everybody wanted to go viral, any small little hiccup, you're through. Diabolical.
Baby shooter. So when Baby Shooter was identified as the one who burglarized T Grizzly's home, what happened was T Grizzly got goons, right? I'm assuming it's other LA gang members, because if it's not other LA gang members, like T Grizzly is from Detroit, like his Detroit goons aren't going to be checking the LA gang member in LA, no, right? But dudes who were around T Grizzly, they found where Baby Shooter's mama lived, they found where he lived, they found other family members' homes. And they let him know, hey, bro, there's a bag on your head. We know where your mama live. Here's her address. You better tap in and let us know what's going on. So Baby Shooter tapped in because he didn't want his mama to get hurt, right? He didn't want other people to get hurt. And if it's T Grizzly got a bag on him, bro, T Grizzly is a multi-millionaire, bro. Right? Your Baby Shooter know. When it comes to LA, man, listen, bro. When it comes to LA, bro, these dudes will commit a murder for some starburst in an eighth. I'm telling you, again, in the starburst, maybe a little too much. They'll do it for an eighth. That right? They'll do it for.
Come on, bro. Like, okay, bro. We heard the joke the first time. Now you're trying to emphasize it and push it, and now you're pushing it again. You know what I mean? Just stay on track. Hey, stay on track. Lord. They'll do it for an eighth. How you know, bro? How you know? Like, I get it, that can be the narrative, but how you know? Come on, dog. Like, dang, bro, you was doing good. You was doing good, gang.
$50, trust me, bro. They broke. They are.
Come on, bro. Now you going overboard. Like, that's what I'm saying. What happened to y'all? Y'all bring it upon yourself. Y'all bring it upon yourself. Gang, because you're doing all that. All this, and they're broke. They're broke. How do you know? How do you know what they got? How do you know what they got going on? You don't know. Stick to the story, bro. Stop trying to break the street narrative down when you're not street. You don't know how these people think. Everybody's not broke, bro. Everybody don't move like that. Everybody don't put their business out there. This is an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. It's an opinionated opinion. I get it. Opinionated. I get it. But at the end of the day, if we're going to be opinion, let's stay on topic. Stop going off and be like, they're broke. Somebody must have did you wrong. I'll just tell you. Like that right there, somebody must have did you wrong. Somebody must have did you wrong because you was real passionate. Look at your face right here. Look at your face.
Oh, Mario get you next time.
You was really adamant about that.
Broke. So he know if they'll get me out of here for an eighth, man, what would they do to me for 50,000? So he tapped in and he began to explain himself. Now, when he began to explain himself, he was doing too much explaining and he got himself in trouble because he began to point out and tell on. Again, I'm using this word tell on loosely because he's not speaking to the police. He's speaking to other gang members. He began to tell them, nah, I didn't do it. This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. They the ones y'all should go after. I didn't do it. But whole time he was.
I just said that. That's how telephone go. It trickles down, and then when it gets to the culprit, now it turns into AT&T. You know what I mean? Now it's AT&T because at this point, now you can blame whoever. The money on your head. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all keep it in the street. Like, the generation is so messed up. The street mentality is so messed up nowadays. And it's crazy to say. But, I mean, I'm glad that, you know what I mean? I'm blessed. But I'm just saying, the mentality is messed up now. It is. It's all messed up. It's messed up. And which it shouldn't even be a mentality anyway because it's not right. Like, go to school, go do. If I could do everything over, I would do it over. You know what I'm saying? We get that. We're going to stay on subject. But what I'm saying is when you tell one person one thing, they're going to turn it and tell it to another person another way. They're going to tell it to another person another way. By the time it all gets done, it's so many lives at jeopardy behind one person lying. One person playing games. One person, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas don't need to be in the street, bro. Like, first of all, breaking in a man's house is diabolical. Stealing is diabolical. I get it. I get the narrative. But at the end of the day, you can get it too. Stealing is for a person that's lazy. A person that don't want to get off. Anybody can go and get a job. Anybody. You can go fill out an application. But the street narrative is so normalized now. Kids think it's okay to be in the streets. It's okay to wear skis. It's not okay. It's not okay, bro. It's not.
Capping, because apparently he did do it.
No, not the fat D Mac, or not the fat D Mac. His name.
You can tell he lying. First 3 words. Now you turn into look. You know he told it. You know he told it. First 4 or 5 words. It was a done daughter.
D Mac though, it's not the fat one though. I know the skinny one that be getting to the money. Yeah. The chopper one that be. Yeah. That's the other nigga. That's the other little nigga. It's like 4 or 5 on that shit. Besides the other nigga. Besides the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole play together.
Yeah, you can tell he lying, chat. He can't even get the story straight. He lying. He's lying. But for his name to be Baby Shooter, Baby Shooter is diabolical, first off. Number 2, for your name to be Baby Shooter and you're doing this, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like, whatever happened into keeping it in the streets, bruh? Oh.
Bro, you feel me? You ain't hear this from me, bro. You ain't hear this from me, all right?
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that.
All right, it's my cousin from schoolyard, bro. Boom.
Bro, you just told on your cousin? Your family, bro? Your family, gang? It's crazy work. Off the rip, the first name, look, my cousin from schoolyard, off the rip. Like, and schoolyard's where Blueface from, so. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? Whoop-de-doo. That's what it is.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo.
Mexican niggas great, and 2 niggas, boom. They all get money together. They all f around, kicking around, you feel me? Boom. Them niggas that's press play on, you feel me? Yeah. Now, they jeweler, they want to fuck with her. They see all the face, they see the face. They like, oh, exactly. We ain't with it. Whoa. They're like, shoot, you don't know, you feel me? I know you're the young jeweler, you feel me? Like, oh, I'm like, shit, hell yeah, he probably get ready for you, feel me? Like, y'all niggas gotta cash me out though, set. Oh, but I know about this, though, that's why I asked them, like, you know, you fucking nigga, T Grizzley, like, he like, off limits, I'm like, oh, crip. I'm like, y'all ain't saying, I'm like, all right, you feel me? Like, boom, I already on that.
This footage only resurfaced because I believe he was into it with Milk 74, and Milk 74 released the footage where he's telling the ops, hey, it wasn't me, it was that guy, bro. Man, trust me. Now, a lot of people gave him flack for this. Like, you can't say this is telling because it's not telling because he wasn't talking to the police.
No. That is definitely telling. That's the worst form of telling right there. That's a pillow talker. That's one of the men that'll lay in the bed with a woman. Baby, you know that man, bro. I just seen him the other day. He didn't even have $10 to get a Big Mac meal. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be dealing. He's one of them type. That is a form of telling. That's still that's the weakest part of telling because you can't trust nobody like that. You can't. It's gonna be a sad ending. Pray for our kids, chat. Y'all gotta pray for our kids because this definitely is a you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro.
But he was still giving up people and saying they did this and they did that. Knowing there was bags on the heads of people involved is kind of like, man, you don't like do that to your homie, bro. Like if you know, hey, bro, T Grizzley got a bag out on somebody's head for whoever was involved and you say, nah, he was involved, you damn near okay with your homie getting killed.
Facts.
So he got a lot of flack for it. So he came back and he explained exactly why he said that much and exactly why he did what he did. And he confirmed T Grizzley was putting bags on people's heads.
Never spoke on that video. Well, let me make the long story short. That shit wasn't straight. I ain't gonna say that shit was straight. Niggas never put no nigga's name.
First of all, the first things first. Baby Shooty is diabolical. I'll tell you that. telling you that now. Baby Shooty built like that is diabolical. I promise you that. Ain't no way. I'm not grown man. His name is Baby Shooty. Like, that's diabolical. That is diabolical. The nicknames is getting out of hand. I'm telling you right now. I promise you that. That's crazy. All facts, D's. Like, bruh, DHZ. Like, come on, bruh. It's not facts. We just heard you do. Oh, yeah, I'm lying. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Bruh, you a pillow talker. You're scary. Instead of just standing on business. You did it. Ain't nobody tell you to break in that man's house. You did it. Stand on it. You stand on it when you're homeboy or something like that, or you stand on it like that, or you trying to stand on it now. But you ain't going to stand on what you do. Hey, but your name is Baby Shooty? Come on, bruh. Come on.
Oh no, I lost.
Come on, bruh. We can't. No.
Fatality.
And then that's going cool. That's going cool. As a gangster, nigga should never implicated no niggas in nothing. But I'll make a long story short. My face going around, they say money on my head and all this and all that. The homie called me like, hey, these niggas wanna holler at you, whoop. They trying to say you did this before they make a move. They wanna whoop, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's up? So they put me on the line. They saying whoop de whoop, saying you did it, you feel me, like that. We got your mama address. They tell me my mama address.
Now let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, brother. Baby Shooty. Baby Shooty. Let me tell you this. All right? I'm finna tell you some real stuff. Nobody cares. Your name is Baby Shooty. You're supposed to be standing on business. That's what that name would give me. If Baby Shooty, I'm staying away from him. He's 30 with the name Baby Shooty. You know what I mean? Off the dribble, that's a chat. Off the rip, I'm blocking you on all platforms at that point. Baby Shooty, you're done. You know what I mean? It's over. It's a finish. It's finished. You can't come back from that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that now you trying to put gangster stuff when you already done did it. You can't come back and try to, da-da-da-da-da, whoop. I tried to do this because they whoop-de-whoop and da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. But you wasn't whoop-de-whooping with the names. You wasn't whoop-de-whooping when you were saying this person did it, that person did it. These is real names you yelling. So now they put a bag on your head and they got your mama address. Now you implement it. All right, well, if you're going to go get her, then go get them too. Your own cousin, bruh. What's your heart beating for?
They read my mama address, you feel me? Whole time they like, oh, we don't know if you really did it, or they probably could be blaming it on you feel me? So this isn't that. So I'm like, all right, what are smooth, you feel me? So them calls all different times. So they call me back. I'm like, man, look, you ain't hear this from me, but whoa, that's when I said that, you feel me? But what I should have did was called in, you feel me? But the nigga went straight, you feel me? But if I didn't want to tell them, bro, I know what really happened. Them niggas had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? If anything, I lied on them, bro, but that's one straight. On the day, I'm one straight. So basically, it was
So now you know what happened. Now you know what happened. So you just did all that extra just to come back and tell on yourself is diabolical, my boy. Like, what?
What's up, you feel me? To get me on video saying this is a natural, you feel me? Fell for it, cause like mind you, I should have called in, I should have tapped in. It's money on here. I don't know who to trust when they talking about the amount of money they said it was on the nigga head. You feel me, on perk? So I should have tapped in and see what's the truth. Only reason why I believe this shit though, because where my little brother was from, and a lot of niggas been in my mama house on South Park. So I'm like, these niggas had to, you feel me, on perk. So and another nigga was my people. So I'm like, cuz, you feel me, like these niggas get them.
Imagine minding your business and waking up one day and learning there's a bag on your head because somebody just lied on you and said that you burglarized T Grizzly Hill. He admitted, yo, I lied on everybody whose name I said. It wasn't straight, but man.
But you've been doing good, but I can't let you do that because he just told on himself. So you might have missed that part. So if y'all rewind the video and go back and listen to him, he just said he lied. I know what happened. But before he said this person did it, this person did it. But then he said he lied and know what happened. So if he said that, then whatever happens after that is on him because he just told on himself. So when they play the video, if he go to jail, you can't blame T Grizzly. It's just my honest opinion. I mean, I know I'm nobody, but this is just my honest opinion. We just solved the case. If I'm the police, we just solved the case. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
bro, what you expect him to do? So this situation, now, we don't know what happened, right? Or if anybody did die from this. I don't know, okay? That's outside of my jurisdiction, okay? Y'all be like, Flacco, you the police, stay out of street business. Cool. I'm not going to investigate if anybody ever died from this, okay? What I would say is he's currently in jail. We don't know why he's currently in jail. All I can say is he's currently in jail. However, okay, paperwork from the burglary incident has surfaced, okay? And T Grizzley is being called a rat for how...
But he just said we don't know why he's in jail. But if it's paperwork, then that's why he's in jail. Come on, bro. Bro, come on, bro. Now you prolonging the video, bro. Like, stop. He just said it. That's why he's in jail. Common sense, I'll tell you that.
He conducted himself during the investigation. So, okay. So the paperwork reads, right, investigation report 3 CCD F0142, but that don't matter, bro. All right. On or about September 28th, 2022, I, Detective Hamilton, number 3219842, I did check in. He is apparently a real detective. Received this case to investigate a residential burglary. The address was burglarized. Entry was made by shattering the rear sliding glass window. The thief made off with $1 million cash, jewelry, and multiple expensive bags. On February 17, 2024, at 1334, I met with homeowner Terry Wallace and Maisha Agnew for a follow-up. That's apparently T Grizzley. Due to newly discovered evidence, Mr. Wallace stated his home was targeted on the day of his engagement wedding. Mr. Wallace is a musician with the stage name T Grizzley. I began providing Mr. Wallace with a 6-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify any suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photograph of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph of Johnson and 2 unknown male figures on what seems to be a FaceTime call. Mr. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to admit his role in the burglary. Come on, that appears to be the FaceTime call that we just heard, or maybe is another FaceTime call. Okay. Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cameras which showed an unknown assailant exiting the rear of the residence. The assailant had on a black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph of what seemed to be Johnson via the Instagram account shootergang_, standing on a dark gray colored SUV wearing the black and white hooded sweatshirt.
Y'all niggas be so stupid. Y'all be so dumb. Dumb. You are dumb. Every time y'all do something, y'all tell on your... He just told on himself again. The same shirt? Take the hoodie off, dummy. Your name is Baby Shooty? Golly.
Sweatshirt. I then provided Mr. Wallace a link to www.evidence.com to upload the photographs and videos. I then asked Mr. Wallace if he had any questions for me. Mr. Wallace stated he didn't have any more questions, so I ended my investigation as I didn't have any further questions for Mr. Wallace at this time. By the way, the person who's in jail, Shooter Gang, is unclear if he's still in jail for this T Grizzly thing, because I don't think somebody's doing 4 or 5 years for burglary, but he's currently in jail. Okay, and he's the one that's circulating his paperwork. He's the one that's claiming that T Grizzly told on him. So what we have here is the victim or the recipient of snitching claiming he got paperwork. He provided the paperwork, and he says T Grizzly told on him. Okay, Q. That right there would be enough for a lot of people to indict anybody they don't like. If this was if this was Young Thug, y'all wouldn't have any questions because it's somebody y'all like, because it's T Grizzly, y'all gonna selective politic, y'all gonna get all the excuses, y'all gonna say you want to see the actual video of him y'all will make up so many excuses, bruh. The new form now of telling and how street dudes is getting away with telling, if it's in paperwork, I don't believe it because the police be lying, yo. How do you know you can believe the detective? The detective said he did it, but you ain't see no video footage of him telling, man.
But listen, bro, I'm going to get on your ass. I mean, excuse my French. I'm going to get on you. Because just last video that I did on you, you just tried to say Jeezy was snitching because Blue Da Vinci said so. You didn't put up no paperwork. So now you sound hypocritical. Conflict of interest. Like, pick a side, my dude. How you gonna brag on somebody else? You just did the same thing last video. When I keep telling y'all next video, I'm gonna show y'all. Well, last video is this one right here. Make sure y'all go check it out. And y'all see what I'm saying. I cut it off early, like I'm finna do this one. Because I'm done with it. You feel me? I'm finished with it. And this is what I got to say about it. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? Now, what I got to say about it is this. All right? Baby Shooty told on himself. First off, he did. Second off, T Grizzly ain't in the streets no more. You can't try to put a street narrative on a person that left the streets alone, moved away from his city, and is building his family. He was at an engagement party with his new wife, so that means his wife be there. Now, can T Grizzly put money on somebody's head and tell the police or whatever he did? Yes, he just did it. Whoop-de-doo. That's how he felt.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo.
Baby Shooty felt like that because he had on the same hoodie he broke in the house in taking a picture. If I go to jail, whoop-de-doo. So how y'all gonna try to do that to T Grizzly when he put that on himself? But at the end of the day, maybe T Grizzly took the high road knowing that all these Ricos, all this extra stuff out there or whatever, and did it the right way. So I applaud him for that. I applaud T Grizzly for that because he's protecting his family at all costs. I applaud him for that. He's not in the streets. He's not doing street things or none of that. But if somebody comes to his house where he lays his head out with his new wife and somebody he's been with forever, you got to protect her at all costs. That's what men do. So you can't knock that man for doing that. You can't. Especially when the man just came on there and said, I was lying. This man just put 8 people's lives in jeopardy, bruh. And it probably wasn't even 8, but he just put 8 people's lives in jeopardy with the names he was throwing up. And then this guy, oh, if it was Young Thug, if it was, no, bro, you just put Jeezy on blast last video that I watched of you saying that he was snitching and had no paperwork. Now you come with the paperwork and then backdoor it and go right back and say, we need to call T Grizzly a snitch. No, we don't. He's protecting his family, bro. I can see if he's out there selling bricks. I can see if he's out there selling dope. I can see if he's in the trenches. But obviously he's moving smooth because he don't got nothing going on. Dude got scared because that's why you can't go to war if you don't got no money. And I'm going to leave the video like that. You can't go to war if you don't got no money. You see what I'm saying? Because regardless of whatever, all T Grizzly was trying to do was protect his family. I applaud him for that because sometimes it ain't this Rico's being thrown out here. You think he just got married. You think he want to get that. What kind of man, what just happened to Dirt? Free Dirt, but what just happened to Dirt? Behind nigga talking, telephone. Do you know how that could have got back to the police? Now he in a Rico and now he got to stand on business because y'all put him in jail because y'all broke into his house? That's diabolical. So T Grizzly, I salute you, bro. Protect your family by all costs, my guy. And you too, make sure y'all subscribe, drop a comment, man. Follow me on all platforms and tell me what y'all think. Am I wrong or am I right? And join the cartel. It's Don't Fold. Beat.
make sure you tap in with my Twitch. Demo MFBN DF. Demo MFBN DF. Tap in. Get it?